Today I'm representing the Texas Builders Company as a defendant to present its argument in the pump station fire case. As you can see in the model, the pump station is a two-story building including the ground floor and the basement. This green plane represents the ground level in the model. In the basement, this building includes a storage room and a pipe room, and on the ground floor it has an office area and a pump room. The Texas Builders Company was hired by the client to renovate the storage area according to the contract. When the welding operators were working to install the prefabricated shelves, the fire started and spread to the whole area quickly. According to the standard for fire prevention during welding, cutting, and other hot work, in page 9, the storage room in the basement of the pump station building is categorized under permit required areas because it's not a maintenance shop or a detached outside location, indicating that at the start of any welding in the basement of the pump station building was subject to obtaining a permit from the client. And as you will see here, this is a permit, the hot work permit that the Texas Builder Company received from the client before starting the welding operation in the basement. One of the prerequisites for issuance of the permit is that the place should be free of any combustible materials, despite the fact that based on the contract, the client was in charge of emptying the storage room before the start of work. These shelves were still in the storage room at the time of the fire. This picture was taken right before the incident. Not only the shelves were not removed by the client, but also they included containers of flammable liquids, which increased the fire intensity. So fire spread quickly and the operators couldn't extinguish the fire. In addition to the existence of the flammable materials, the access to the storage room was another serious barrier to the fire extinguishing process. As you see in the model, the pump station building has two access to the outside environment. One is here, and the next one is here in this side of the building. And the easiest access to the storage from the outside is through this staircase connecting the office area on the ground floor to the storage on the basement. But at the time of the incident, the office area was occupied by the furniture, which slowed down the firefighting process. It took almost 70 minutes till the fire was completely extinguished. This delay in firefighting process, which was out of contractors' control, increased the damages in the building. In addition to the access issue, the existence of the flammable materials inside the storage room, the fire rating issue in this two columns that buckled by the fire, and I've highlighted in red, is the next problem which caused damages inside the pump station building. According to the plaintiff's claim, which is FP Insurance Group, the Texas Builders Company as a defendant is liable for all damages because they were caused by the buckling of these two columns in the basement. So let's take a look at the code's requirements on fire resistance of different types of buildings. Here is the standard for minimum fire resistance in minutes for different groups of buildings. In the basement of not a sprinklered industrial building, when the basement has less than 10 meter depth, which is the case here, the structural elements should resist at least 90 minutes before failure in the case of fire. But in our case, the fire lasted 70 minutes, but still these two columns that I've highlighted failed, indicating that the pump station building didn't comply with the standard. So to summarize the contractor's defense argument, the Texas Builder Company doesn't admit its liability for damages to the pump station, although they might be the consequences of the fire, because the client issued hot work permit disregarding its prerequisites. The fire extinguishing process delayed caused by the access issue, and also the building didn't comply with a minimum fire resistance standard, and all these items were out of contractor's control. Thank you for your attention.